Okay. In this part, we discuss about Islamic studies in West. The colonial period witnessed the development of Islamic studies in the Western countries at academic level to serve their colonial interest. Scholarly study of Islam began at different academic institutions of Western countries. Since their motive was economic and political hegemony of the Muslim countries. Therefore, they began to study the Muslim societies. On the other hand, this Western study aimed at distorting the original image of Islam, or they try to attack the spirit and the religion of Islam. Their intention to attack the very spirit of Islam during that time. So that's a term. Orientalism is the product of the Western study of Islam. Similarly, the term Islamophobia, which is an inseparable part of Western study of Muslim societies, is also outcome of Western study of Islam. See what happened in the course of this history. We can see that there happened Islamophobia. Everything is against Islam, and all the people in the world they were the critic of Islam by this academic hegemony that executed by Western scholars in the field of Islamic history. However, later on it became an academic discipline in the Western countries, although the bias and prejudice exist continually. And there happened prejudice against Islamic religion, and this religion became the most misunderstood one among the world. And also the interaction between Islamic and Western civilization, emergence of new economic and political challenges, rise of Islamophobia, and Orientalist approach to study Islam during mid-18th century were some reasons which inclined Muslim scholars and intellectuals towards the scholarly study of Islam. Furthermore, the trend of modernism and new scientific discoveries were also responsible for introducing Islamic studies at academic level in the Muslim countries. It was the period of democracy, machinery, and free thought. Actually, it was a response against the Western penetration of the Muslim countries. And Islamic studies, for multiple centuries, possessed a vast curriculum, that is, culture, theological, linguistic, and legal subjects, philosophy, and science, constituted many courses in Islamic studies or history. In contemporary times, Islamic history or studies at different educational institutions offers a vast number of courses including comparative study of religions, interfaith dialogue, issues related to Islamic jurisprudence, etc. etc. Nevertheless, there is a direct need to introduce research methodology course at a college level for undergraduate students and at a university level for postgraduate students who are inclined towards research in the Islamic studies field, because they can easily understand the aims and objectives of research in Islamic studies or Islamic history, as well as it will provide helpful to frame a positive image of Islam in the front of West and to clear all the misconceptions and misunderstanding about Islam. And what are the scope of higher studies in Islamic history? After the completion of graduation in Islamic history, the students can go for higher studies in universities like Mahatma Gandhi, Calicut, Kerala, Jamia Millia, Aligarh, JNU, etc. Department of Islamic Studies, University of Kerala, Kairivatan campus, and the Department of Islamic History, University College are two research centers under University of Kerala. Islamic economics is an attractive area of study in the field of banking, insurance, trade, and commerce. Now, we can discuss about the placement opportunity in after